Oh, that's a real bear.
Dude, the bear has no ass.
I don't know where the skepticism comes from.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of Dumb People Town. Population you. Population Chad and JT. Chad and JT. Boys, welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Dude, good to be here. Fired up. Dude.
Right?
Yes,
I mean, I feel like
town.
you guys are uniquely positioned to help us understand what is happening. You've definitely been to more town halls than all of us included.
We understand towns and dumb.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
From both sides.
Right. So
And
from
like
what
a
you're
good municipality meeting.
you're like, look, there are dumb people on all sides.
What is
there are dumb people on all
municipality?
sides. What is a municipality is what he
Local
said.
government.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I do know a lot about that.
Yeah. I think we should move the hedges by the park, like that sort of people.
Well, but
getting-
for that person, it's the biggest thing in the world. Like when you guys go to a town hall meeting and just completely mess it up, the 3 or 4 people you have to listen to before you step to the mic.
3 or 4. You've been there for like hours,
right? You're there for hours.
Yeah, we've seen some really weird people. We saw one guy in Newport Beach we always talk about who went up there. This was peak COVID. He clearly had COVID. He was coughing everywhere and sweating.
Yeah.
Shirtless and very tan.
Yeah,
Shirtless and shirtless at a town hall meeting is a freaking choice.
It was awesome.
And he went up there and he's like, we need to settle more conflict through sword fighting. Yeah. It was his testimony.
I mean, can you argue with him? But can we argue with him,
That's
Chad?
how we used to settle all conflicts.
I liked what he had to say. He's like, back in the day, we would die by the blade. And
not wrong.
Today
not
we
wrong.
die by the rollerblade.
Yeah.
Like, man, put your shirt
He was
on.
basically saying people talk shit without repercussions, and in his day, which I guess in the 70s you sword fought.
Is that his day? The 70s?
Yeah. OC was different back then.
How old was he? Like 60s?
he looks like 50s?
It's tough to tell with some of those
Yeah.
crazy people.
He's
when they're kinda
leathery and you're
And like what
immortally
Sun will do,
50.
Sun and
Yeah.
cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a window.
Sun, cigarettes, and swordplay.
In my day, it was swords and fondue.
Like, what? How old are you? And he's like, I'm 33. You're like, whoa, dude.
He's the only regular at medieval times.
Yeah.
Are you ordering anything today, Richard? Nope. Here for the game.
The usual. You should never say
They
in
let 'em
medieval
participate.
times the usual and then be like, we know what it is.
Is Dale fighting? How do you know their actual names? All right.
The turkey leg.
All right, so
Like, right?
here's the deal. We get stories sent to us by our awesome fans. You can send it. We're still doing it on X. Dan, let's maybe in the new
No,
year.
X is a good. I hate X in general, but it is a good delivery system.
It is a
The
good. So
Threads would be as well.
at Dana Van Kirk, at Sklar
fine,
Brothers, and just hashtag Dumb People Town, and then we know.
Yeah, maybe we can move it to Threads.
All right, should we get in this one? This was sent in by Josh Mout. Moat?
Mount.
M-O-U-A-T. Thanks. At Josh Moat, and this was sent in July. You ready for the headline, you guys? Here it is. China Zoo denies allegations already. If a zoo is denying allegations
That they had sex with the bear.
stop. This is kind of great because I feel like
They left the gate open.
this happens in Asia a lot. Now, okay. China Zoo denies allegations that star attraction is just a man in a sun bear costume. Have you guys seen this?
I
No?
have seen the videos of this.
No, I haven't seen it.
There's like a bear that's
doing very human action.
like standing up, and it looks like he's got, I want to say, like pockets underneath. I don't know.
he's like vaping. Like
he's like not vaping. It's
Hand
bear
over his eyes as he
Here's-
looks out.
I'm gonna read
to
this.
block the sun.
Right. Okay. Here we go. And it said
he did this.
He's throwing hand gestures. Gang symbols. They're like, slow down.
What?
Bear. Yeah, he's affiliated.
How
West
can he do
Side.
this with his?
with his
He did
paw.
this.
He did that with his paw. It's a barely believable sight. Oh
Love
my
a good
God, I
joke.
hate
Yeah,
this.
that's
I
a
hate
come
it.
on, No, that's top tier.
In the video that's gone viral, a black colored bear at a zoo in China can be seen standing on its two hind legs on the precipice of a rock feature and interacting with tourists by waving its paws. So if you are a guy
bear
in
would
a-
never do this,
He's
right?
like the Shawnee bear. Like Roy Wood Jr. had that job where he had to go out in front in the bear suit and like wave people into
Right.
the restaurant. That's
I have seen the videos, and I thought the bear was real. So now I feel a little duped. Yeah, bears don't wave traditionally.
yeah.
I don't
bears don't
think they
just-
do. Do they?
How would I know?
mean-
I saw Grizzly Man once. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen a lot of bear action on TV, and like you clearly know that it's Like
bear.
when they're sitting up, you're like, whoa, dude, that's super weird.
Yeah.
This thing was standing on its hind legs. It was like a guy
hand on
waving
his hip.
Dan, like a stepdad
I
waving
don't
to
even
his
know
kids.
anatomically. Do they have this movement in their repertoire? Like, do they have an
Yeah,
elbow?
They pronate.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll have to rethink all my bear interactions.
Right? Have you guys ever interacted with a bear for
I
real?
mean, I was in Tahoe and this one gave me a pound, but
Just gave me one of these.
yeah, he's like, "What's up, dude? I'm a black bear." I was like,
He was like, wait, are you going in the convenience store? Remember there was that bear that went in the convenience store and
Yeah.
just got all that stuff. It's like, after you, dude.
"Yeah, I thought that's just what happens in Tahoe."
Is this
with
like
so
a
many
hit
people.
job by like the American government to like undermine kind of China?
zoos.
Which
Yeah.
is great because we're like, look, they have TikTok and it's definitely working.
Let's
We
take them
infiltrate
down
the zoos.
one zoo at a time. That's our policy, is the zoo policy.
We've had bad luck with animals from China that we have.
However,
That's true.
For some reason, I
COVID, dude.
I feel like the bear would be smoking a cig.
yeah, exactly. Bears around the corner.
During
like,
his break, he's allowed
What?
to do what he
Bears
wants
can't
when he's
smoke
off the
cigarettes?
clock.
Yeah.
He's like,
Bears recreating that skyscraper poster from New York.
just eating lunch from a pail.
Bears used to be tough, man. They were
Dude,
different.
that was a different day.
Remember when bears used to smoke and settle things with swords? All right, however, there's apparently more than meets the eye at the sun bear exhibit at the Hangzhou Zoo, which is reportedly a popular tourist attraction. The Neat-sen, who posted the video, is convinced that the, quote, talented bear is actually a human in a costume, reported the Hangzhou Daily. The zoo on Saturday denied the charge.
Okay.
Like, what if you're the guy who has to speak for, or a woman who has to speak for the zoo? Mm-hmm. Just be like, that's not,
We don't.
what do you mean?
Why would we do that?
Adding that the temperature on the day the video was taken was 40 degrees Celsius and a person wearing a suit would not be able to tolerate the heat. That's their excuse?
That's it.
Interesting.
It was pretty hot, so
I
can't really call
you
us
tell
fired.
me if it's
What's 40 degrees Celsius?
Like 200 degrees.
It's like 90.
90s.
That'll melt you.
Dude, that's
dude.
pizza
right?
cooking.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
40 is like 100 degree, 98 degree.
Yeah.
Should I look it up?
Look it
There's
up.
no
I
way
think
to
it's.
find
I think
that.
my guess is it's 81 degrees.
You guys want
my
to
guess. Yeah, let's guess. I think it's, what do you think it is?
It's like 200
He said
degrees.
200.
I think if I remember from Australia, 30 was like, I'm gonna go with 90.
90, 40s, 90. Yeah, I think it's 96 degrees.
There's
What
so
do you-
many listeners.
What'd you say, 81, Dan?
Yeah, there's so many listeners who know exactly.
Yeah,
what
all right,
it
so
is.
you
I said 100. Are you ready? 4 degrees is 104 degrees.
Okay, so now that's a pretty good excuse, you were saying.
could
that.
cook a pizza.
They pointed to the bear's human-like movements while standing and waving, and what also appeared to be pants-like folds around its rear while standing. Commenters on the Jimu article
Yeah,
were
you shouldn't be like pulling up your fur. To
Yeah.
make
Yeah,
sure
his
His fur hemmed.
right. I was like, yeah, why does this dude got cuffs? No, look.
Yeah, the bottom.
It's a
Tapered.
It's a posture more upright than human, said one. Another claimed bears' forelimbs cannot spread out to the sides. This is undoubtedly a human being. You guys are right. One Weibo user come out and I love that, like, now you get all the bear experts.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, excuse me, this is what it is. That's, to me, really funny. Looks like he's wearing a leather jacket. This is not the first time the zoo in China has grabbed headlines for raising eyebrows. In 2019, Yangqing Wild Animal World in Shangzhou, a city in eastern China in Jiangsu province, sparked controversy after it asking its workers to dress as gorillas. Reported the
Wait, they've done this is so there's precedent for this.
different
Fool me
zoo,
once, dude.
right? Fool me once.
Shame on me.
The real answer is probably the saddest, right? It's like, well, we took this animal out of its habitat in its entirety, and the only species it interacts with is people. So it's just mimicking the movements of the only sort of
Now I want it to be a
connection
guy.
It has.
Now I want it to be a
Yeah.
guy who works for the zoo. Get
Yeah.
the guy who cleans up the thing. He'll get in the suit.
Could it be like more nefarious too? Could it be like CRISPR technology and they've actually gene edited bears to make them more human-like?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
mean,
that would be unbelievable.
But
There was a
and they
bear that
can't
fought
tell
in
us that, so
World
they'd almost
War-
rather we think it's
There was a
people.
bear that fought in World War II, I believe.
for real?
It was officially
the
a
Bears.
Polish soldier.
If you
and
ever-
fought with the Allies, and it
Oh,
was
good.
decorated.
I thought it was a
They
Nazi bear.
unleashed
For
it.
a
no,
second.
not a Nazi bear.
Nazi bear.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. No.
Nazi bear is
Yeah.
like it's like
the sequel to Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear.
I would like to see this transition to just humans being the animals at zoos. I think that's much more ethical.
Well, when
right?
the aliens get here, we
Yeah.
may get that
That's right.
chance.
Oh, dude.
Damn.
All of a sudden, our whole perception on, well, no, it's cool to look at them, may change when
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
I hope I get like primo real estate, like I'm where the lions were, not where the bugs are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
You-
good.
You hope you get the alien version of Disney, where they're like, there's a lot of room for them to run out here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fun. It's like a living room setting.
Yeah, you know how Penguins will have it'll be like an icy machine decoration. Where
Right.
Like, this looks like ice, right?
Right.
And you're like, oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That looks slick.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just paint it white. They won't know.
Yeah.
That's where they're at.
So here's what the zoo said about the asking humans to dress as gorillas in 2019. The zoo defended itself and said that the human gorillas were a special program designed to entertain tourists on April Fool's Day. Oh. Did you know April Fool's Day was a thing in China?
I didn't know that.
We now
Didn't
know it
was
is.
international with April Fool's Day.
It added that it had not expected the arrangement to cause a misunderstanding from visitors. That is such a backtrack
But
of
also
like
sort of a good prank.
It's great
I like
prank,
that.
but like the old "I didn't know you'd be offended by that" is like the non-apology.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
Sorry, you couldn't handle that.
How about this? In 2013, CNN reported that a zoo in Luhai, Hainan, tried to pass off a large hairy dog as a lion. What is happening at China?
I've seen people do that with Labradoodles a lot.
Yeah.
A visitor told Beijing Youth Daily that when she and her son approached the cage marked African lion,
They heard it barking.
they were greeted not by a mighty
Roar.
but a bark.
That's great.
Why is the lion barking?
Why is the lion
Have any of you guys
barking?
in person heard a lion roar?
No.
You can feel it.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
mind
It like
blowing.
reverberates in
lions.
your
Yes.
body.
Yes.
That's hot.
The furry beast turned out to be a Tibetan Mastiff. The funniest thing
Yeah.
ever. Other
Also
animal-
cool enough to just go see a Tibetan Mastiff.
yeah.
I've never seen one of those before.
Don't call
I'd
it a
pay
lion.
good money for
You'd
a
pay
Tibetan
good money
Mastiff.
for that.
Yeah.
Or a guy dressed as a Tibetan Mastiff. I would take that too. Why is the Tibetan Mastiff on its back leg?
Well, we had the guy dressed as a collie. With,
That's right.
Kinane.
Oh, that guy.
Also, the lions like don't show up a lot. I've been to the San Diego Zoo a bunch, and they're never where
Where
you
are
want
they?
them to be. Dogs are way better.
Dogs
They do their
come
job.
out.
Dogs will do tricks. You can like get
Look,
it. To
if
do
you
stuff.
throw the frisbee, that lion will go get it.
That's right. Other animals in the park were similarly mislabeled. Beijing Youth Daily reported that another dog in the wolf cage and a white fox on display in the leopard enclosure. So like they're not even.
They don't even know.
Like the signs don't even match
Yeah,
the
yeah.
animals. What it is. The park told us.
Yeah, it's like
that
bad
the
enough.
animals-
Dan, you hate zoos. I know you hate
'em.
zoos.
I hate 'em, yeah.
But a disorganized zoo,
It's even worse.
it's even worse.
I mean, let me see if I can.
Find the video.
Yeah, or just
Yeah, they're
find
beating
it.
us at a lot of stuff, but it seems like we still have the upper hand when it comes to zoo
Zoos.
entertainment.
Here's
Zoo technology.
here's the bear. Look at it. Look, dude.
Oh, that's a real bear.
Dude, the bear has no ass.
I don't know where the skepticism comes from.
I also think it's a real bear.
It clapped.
It's 100% a real bear.
People are like, oh, a bear
it
is
just
supposed to look
clapped.
like this.
It
That is
just-
oh my god, that's an Asian
Bro, it
black
just
bear,
clapped.
right?
That is a
That bear's
person.
built like deadlift shrimp.
He's got shrimp arms. Watch him clap. Look at this. Clap, dude. That is.
That's 100% a bear.
You think that's a bear, Jay? What
That
do you
is a
think?
bear.
That's
dude.
100% a bear. No, that's 100% a person
It's a
in
human.
a bear
Look at it. He's
costume.
got wrinkles on the back.
Yeah, it's
of
a
his
different.
head.
It's a
Yeah.
completely different type of coat.
Look at this. Look at it. He claps it. Come on.
Yeah.
He's like bowing.
Just that
and stuff.
dismount is a completely
Just
animal
incredible.
movement.
I'm just more, yeah, I think he's just on the wrong diet.
Yeah,
You got to feed him
He's
better.
on that cage diet.
Yeah, exactly. They're
It's
just
a
not
vegan
feeding him
bear.
right.
All right. There
He's
you
a
go.
vegan bear.
So that's story number one. Down in the books. We'll tell you guys how you can follow these guys at the top of segment 2 and what's going on with us. Hey, it's Dumb People Town. Chad and JT are with us. We'll be right back.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Chad and JT are with us. Before we tell you how you can check out their awesome podcast and all the videos and cool shit they've done. If you love Dumb People Town, you will love what these guys do. Period. Exclamation point, all that stuff. Let's tell them what we have going on in our stuff. So if this comes out before the new year, which it might, we are
Going to be in Portland, Oregon on the 4th at Helium. One night, one show. Let's sell this freaking thing out.
right. The next night, we're doing the Wet City Comedy Festival in Seattle at the Crocodile. And then at the beginning, then we're going to be in Alaska. We're going to be in Fairbanks, Alaska, which I love so much. Great town, really
On the
cool
18th.
people. On the 18th of January. And then the beginning of February, we are back in Denver at the Comedy Works South. Beginning of March, we're at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle in Detroit. And then beginning of April, we're at Acme in Minneapolis. And then the end, we're going to do Moon Tower. So in Austin, end of April. Good stuff coming up. Superscholars.com. You can see all those dates and whatnot. Dudes, tell us, like, how can our fans support you guys and watch you and enjoy your stuff?
Yeah, well, we have our podcast going, Diva Chan JT, all things comedy.
Love it.
We have new tour dates coming. Ours are finished, but we'll be back on the road in February. You
Great.
can get tickets at chanjt.com. We'll be in Orlando, Tampa,
Nice.
Miami,
Florida, baby.
Tempe,
Texas on there too.
Texas,
Great. I love it.
San Francisco, Sacramento, and more coming.
Nice.
So
And you guys both do stand up. Do
Yeah.
you then do you do any live podcasting or whatnot, or come on stage together and do stuff as you go? How does it work?
we do a Q&A at our live show at the end. So that'll be like 20 minutes. That's always super fun.
It gets rowdy.
Yeah.
It gets rowdy.
Yeah.
What do things keep coming up that people want to know? Like, what is, like, for you guys one of the funniest things? And I'm sure you kind of have done it so much that you now have answers that are really funny that can go with what they ask you.
They ask us about butthole sunning a lot because that was a
Yeah.
prominent part of our series, and then they ask us. We did a lot for small penis support, so they ask us a lot about how small our penises are.
That's
Yeah.
great.
We have a
Are
lot
you
of
asking
small.
for you or for us? Like, who are you
Or
asking?
for a friend.
Yeah, I think they feel we'll get like really revealing dudes who are like, I have a really small penis,
And
and
you're
they
like-
just want to connect.
And you're
And
like,
Yeah.
I get
Literally.
you, man.
it's and they're always like really.
They're trying to connect, but their penis is so
It's
small.
always like
that
a
they
really
can't.
handsome guy who's like, finally, I get to be out in the open about this. So-
Dude, I love you. Are
Yeah.
giving really good-looking dudes with small penises a chance to be who they are.
That's our
Yeah.
demo.
That is your dad.
Yeah.
That's your mission statement.
Yeah. Well, one guy showed up with his mom. We came out with some shirts that say "I have a small penis" or "I have a small dong," and he's with his mom wearing the shirt.
That's great.
Front
knew.
row.
She knew.
Like, I
She was
made
proud.
it.
She knew where
She
it
knew
came
from the beginning.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
knew it was going to happen
knew
before.
She's
it
like, I
happened.
made you that way.
Yeah, she bought him the shirt.
That's great.
honey, let the world know.
yeah.
Let them know.
Let them know.
ChatandJT.com. Again, check out the podcast, subscribe to it. You guys will love it, and just follow these guys and watch them live. Dan, should we jump into another
Yeah,
story?
you ready?
Let's do it. Yep.
Sent in by Brew Pounder at Brew Pounder. Here we go.
Person Pounds Brews.
Such a dumb story. Even the
Okay.
headline alone. Hiker brings snake home to show kids, ends up in the hospital.
Of course.
You know who's going to
Wait,
love this? My kids.
Do you know what also
And the
works?
snake.
Do you know what also works? Just taking a picture.
Take a
Yes,
picture.
Guess what I saw?
Probably the same level of enthusiasm from the kids. Picture versus snake.
Dude, let's
Like,
zoom
cool,
into
Dad.
it. Let's
Yeah.
zoom in and look at
And
its head.
as a parent of kids, he probably brought, if they're teenagers, he probably brought the snake home and they wouldn't even look up.
Yeah.
Front. They're like,
Look at this snake.
cool.
Look at this
that's
snake.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Like
This dude's like, guys, wait up. I want to get something for my kids real quick.
How do you even get that down off the mountain? Do you just put it around your back and just?
he's got it around his neck.
You just
Like
keep
like a
telling people.
rucksack?
I think he's friendly. I think he's friendly.
He seems really calm, and the
His
kids
markings-
kids won't look up from their phone texting. Yeah, that's cool, Dad.
That's great, Dad.
Nice
That's
snake,
awesome.
Dad.
Right.
No, look
Whatever.
at it. It's biting me. Look at it. Cool,
that's
Dad.
great, Dad.
Cool,
That's
cool,
awesome.
Cool.
An unidentified hiker in Australia.
Hey, it's biting me. Can you just not? Can you just not?
Just leave me alone for
Can
5
you
minutes.
just not right
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
Hiking in Australia too. That's
I mean-
already like.
I thought everything was hiking in
Have you guys
Australia.
been to
That's
Australia?
true.
I have, yeah.
Dude, oh yeah, you live there. So like
yeah.
everything can kill you in Australia.
Yeah, Stradbroke Island. Have you been there?
No.
Dude, I think they have like 9 of the 10 most poisonous snakes there. We were there. It was like I was there for college for like 3 months, but we were there and they're like, here's a trip, weekend trip to Stradbroke Island.
You're like, great.
Yeah, and they're like, every poisonous snake lives here, and I'm like,
No
why
thank
are we
you.
here?
No thank
Dude,
you.
this-
Why are we planning
You
this
just
trip
walk
here?
around. Everybody just walks around in waders.
Yeah, everything's like 10 times bigger there too.
Of
There's
course.
bats flying around.
Yeah,
and there's-
huge spiders.
Spiders like eating cows. You're like,
An unidentified hiker in Australia was, quote, extremely lucky after being bit by what he thought was a harmless diamond python.
Okay.
I don't even.
If you just told me there's a
You
diamond
can't
pipe.
buy them harmless. They are always harmful.
Unless the snake promises you.
Yeah, unless he's got a good
He
vibe
looks
to him.
chill.
Yeah, he's
he
laid
looks
back.
so nice.
He was like sleeping.
I'm
and-
not like the other snakes.
I've seen a lot of these.
The dad's
and,
like, I think this is just a guy in a snake's outfit.
yeah. Come on, we're not in China.
You're not gonna fool me again, China.
Extremely lucky after being bit by what he thought was a harmless diamond python, which he had captured and took home to show his kids.
If I got bit by a garter snake, I'd be like, it's over.
It's over.
I'm
Yeah.
start saying goodbye to my family, and like, it's even though that's not going to do anything to you.
it's like people. Do you guys, either one of you own snakes?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay,
that
good.
kind of
You
safe
did.
space.
Ball python, yeah. Cream
Yeah.
You
python.
had one?
Yeah, cream python.
Did it just naturally die, or you were like, you're free now?
Dude, good question. We had him in college, and then our buddy Mason took him, and Mason's kind of a wild card. We haven't really heard from him since.
Okay, all right. But he might have Harry and the Henderson, the cat or the snake. He might have been like, "You're free. Just get out of here."
Yeah.
So we don't want you here.
Don't you see? You don't belong.
Slither away. So you never heard from Mason again. Mason could be dead. I mean, that's just
guys who own snakes never get any more validation in life than when they go to a highly populated tourist attraction. That is like, for every person who's judged them or the family that they don't speak to, they just have to go to Bourbon Street, and they will find so much validation.
This is like the greatest sound they can ever hear is, whoa. Did you see that?
Like most people with the pet that they love, you have to be very cautious. Like, is it cool if I like pet your dog? But with snakes, they're like, take it. Take it. You want to
He's
hold
fine.
It?
He's not feel how heavy he is.
Right.
No, I don't want to
So this guy is like every drunk white girl whose friend is so drunk that she's passed out in a bush. He's saying to everyone, he's fine. He's not fine. He's biting you, and you're going to die.
Yeah, it's the negative impact of my octopus teacher. Everyone's trying to put friends
right.
wildlife.
Wildlife.
It's like, this could be my new therapist, this snake.
My snake's not going to give you a hug. My snake therapist?
Yeah, my snake therapist.
Did
Tell him all my problems. He gets it. Yeah.
He gets me. You guys don't get me. Kids are like, whatever, Dad. Whatever, Dad.
A lot of cuddle therapy with a snake.
Did you guys read Brittany's book?
No, I've saw
not yet. It's on my Christmas list.
Excerpts from it.
She talks about the snake, and you remember that iconic performance?
Yes.
The snake, super hot.
Yeah.
But I guess the snake was like starting to choke her a little bit, and she's freaking out.
That's where she found out
she's
she was
like,
into it.
I can't believe I'm.
That snake was toxic.
This snake was toxic. By the way, don't let that comment go under the fucking radar. That snake was
That
toxic.
is solid.
But that's how she finds out she's into that kind of
Exactly.
thing.
God damn it.
That's when
I hate that I love it so much.
Unfortunately, it was a case of mistaken identity, as the reptile turned out to be a poisonous broad-headed snake, which looks very similar to the diamond python.
Hey, don't pick it up. Take a picture of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't
If
pick it
there's-
up.
If there's even a question, don't.
By the way,
incident-
and I'm so on the snake side. You are literally walking into his house and picking him up. Like, don't do it.
Right.
Do not do it.
The incident occurred last Wednesday, just love that reference, in the New South Wales Southern Highlands, as reported by Yahoo Australia.
Okay.
Reputable source.
What
news
level of Yahoo do you think is still operating at peak performance? And also in what country, right?
Dude,
like
Yahoo Australia is
Australia,
just
Ash
some guy
Keys.
living with his aunt. Like, that's Yahoo
Yahoo
Australia.
could have had it all.
They really could.
They
was
really
in there.
could have.
They were like the prodigy.
They're like, we're going to dominate Google. And you're like,
I think they like sold. They were like offered at like $4 billion, denied it, sold at like $500 million. Then the person who bought them like resold them for like $50 million or something.
really?
It was an incredible. I mean, I'm directionally correct.
all over the
But,
place.
Yeah, I just wonder where Yahoo is still thriving. Hopefully,
They're
it's
writing
Australia.
stories about guys getting bit by snakes.
They when they took away the exclamation point.
Yeah, dude,
They
that was
lost me
it.
too, dude.
I'm
Yeah.
like, you're not excited enough,
I'm like,
Yahoo.
not Yahoo?
No,
We're not happy anymore.
you
Yeah.
wanted
about
a
this?
question
no,
mark.
it's just
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
The guy might have been using Yahoo when he found out what kind of snake it was.
For
and that
sure.
might have been what led him astray.
He's like, I don't trust Bing anymore after
Yeah.
that bat incident.
Let me look it up on Yahoo. It says it's fine.
Everyone's like, use Google. He's like, I'm going to use Yahoo. I'm
Yeah.
loyal. I'm loyal.
I got.
Yeah.
I know. I've got my own source. No, he's like, I'm gonna Google it on Yahoo. It's like, no, you can't.
You know, Jeeves still works via Yahoo.
Yeah.
You can ask him, bro.
The man was hiking with friends when he spotted the reptile and captured it. When he was bitten, he didn't think anything of it until returning home and becoming violently ill. Which means
Wow.
he got bit, capture it. That alone should be like, you know what? This guy doesn't want to be.
or
with me.
drive straight to the hospital.
That too. Because you know he had friends who were like, I really think, Michael, we should get this looked at. He's like, it's fine.
Or
I'm fine.
if you're gay, find
It's
the hottest
oozing.
dude. If you're straight, find the hottest woman and say you need to suck the venom out of this.
Dude, I'll take anybody.
But
You need to suck the venom out of this. And it's like, but you got bit on your arm. Oh, shit.
Wait, no. Here's the deal. Do you think that Marvel movies have gotten people to think that like
This is going to give me
this
superpowers.
is my origin
Right.
story, right?
Oh.
What's the worst that could happen? I become a
Yeah.
superhero?
Yeah.
It's not so bad.
I start to like be able to see the future.
yeah,
Or to me,
you are.
What's up? We're just in the middle of a podcast here already.
Hey guys.
or in the middle.
All good.
Or the truth of the matter is, like, you're like, if I got bit by something and if it was like Marvel Universe, I'd be like, great, now I have to fight crime. Like, I got to add that. Because I would still want to do comedy. And 100%. I'm like, oh, I had to fucking fight crime.
How do you divvy up your time? What's your priority?
Right? You have to like tell your family, I have to go out tonight. And they're like, are you doing comedy? No, I have to fight crime. You did comedy last Wednesday and last Thursday.
And now you're going to fight crime tonight?
You can't do it. You're going to have to tell them no.
Yeah.
Ray McGibbon.
Go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. You never really think about the burden of having to fight crime.
It's too much.
Like, being a superhero looks sick, but then when you have to go fight crime
every night,
look for it, find it.
And every crime that happens that you didn't stop is a crime you probably could have prevented if you were just more committed
100%.
to the cause.
And also, why is it only night? Like, there's no, you just take the day off. Yeah. So all those people are like, oh, wow.
Most crime happens at night.
Sure,
in
but
the early
there's plenty during the day. That
there is stuff during the day.
That's why a lot of them do Adderall now.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's a real problem.
Yeah,
well, the truth is, like, every superhero is like super cut. So you could either fight and you just get cut just straight away.
Yeah.
Fight crime and be in that good shape, or go to spend that time at the gym. It's like either
at the gym or you're fighting crime all day. You don't have any time for friends, no time to hang out, no time to like party.
Right.
Yeah,
what life is that?
Pretty soon you're just sneaking push-ups and pull-ups in between busting crime.
That's right.
I'm sure some superheroes just don't tell anybody.
Yeah,
it's like you're that guy working out at the bus stop. Like, oh, dude.
What if you're a superhero in a small town? There's no crime. You're like, don't spray paint that dick.
That's right. Hey, quit harassing her.
It's like, it's my sister.
Ray McGibbon wrote on his Southern Highlands snake catcher Facebook page. A lot of action over there on that page.
Wait, he's got a Southern Highlands snake catcher?
Somebody named Ray McGibbon wrote on his Southern Highlands snake catcher Facebook page that, quote, the hiker ended up in the hospital after experiencing a large swollen hand and violently vomiting for how many hours?
What do you think?
How long do you think he violently? I've never violently, although it always feels some sort of violence in that heave.
This guy's so dedicated to like being oblivious that I think it was a long time before he was like, this is an issue. Yeah, I think it was a couple days.
Days.
48?
Yeah, and then finally someone else in the family was like, bro, get that checked out.
Sure. Come on, bro. Your hand is the size of a goddamn balloon.
He's like, no, I feel fine. My hand's just big.
The kids love it.
Yeah, it's funny. The kids are entertained by my big mitt.
That's not
They actually like the hand more than they like the snake.
This is a hand.
That's so Australian.
What do you think? How many hours do you think he was violently vomiting?
Yeah, I think that's a lot. I think it's very Australian. No, it's the fish and chips.
Give him a beer.
Yeah.
Something else.
Tartar sauce.
Vegemite.
I told you no Chipotle.
We have 48 hours. Rand, what did you say?
I think 10 hours.
10?
4.
Yeah, 4. Dude, I'm gonna go in between. I'm gonna go 6.
6? He was violently vomiting before he went to the hospital for 3 hours.
Nice.
That's
Still
a long time to
ridiculous amount of time to be
continuously
vomit.
vomit.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Do you guys think something's wrong with
A nurse from Bowral Hospital phoned McGibbon to, God, how happy was he? He runs a snake catcher page and now he gets the call.
No, Dan, he's got a separate cell phone just for snake bites.
It's a BlackBerry.
And he's like, the snake bite phone is ringing.
Yeah, they called him to get identification of the reptile to determine a proper treatment. A photo of the snake was sent to him, and he identified it as a broad-headed snake.
Huge.
Let me identify it.
They did find traces of venom in the hiker's system. After 6 hours, he was sent home to recover. During that time, I collected the snake from his residence, got the location to where they found the snake, and returned it back to its habitat.
Also, he could have said,
Saturday morning.
I got the snake from his residence.
I picked it up.
Collected is
Made it seem like he had to like run around the house.
I collected the snake from his residence.
Well, they usually have the pole thing, right? And then there's the little, like the old people
thing
clippers.
with the hook on
Is that
it.
like the thing from like the Korean deli when they're trying to reach the thing high up on the
top shelf?
Yes.
You gotta get the clipper, you
Clamp it.
get the thing, clamp it, and bring it.
Yeah, you got to clamp the head and the back. Right?
After myself doing the trek on and how long it took to walk in and back, the hiker was extremely lucky to make it out after being bitten and injected with venom and without receiving any first aid.
Yeah.
The hiker is feeling extremely lucky. It could have ended a lot worse than it did. McGibbon wrote that all broad-headed snakes have the potential to cause death from a bite, that its venom is neurotoxic, with
Don't pick up a
powerful
snake unless you're me.
procoagulants, and is weakly Hemolytic?
Yeah.
I don't know. McGibbon shared the story to educate people. So please, if you see a snake or any reptile in the wild, admire it in its own habitat.
Yep.
Take photos or a video. Please do not try to capture it and take it home.
By the way, again, like Jay said, kids probably never looked up from their phones as his hand was like this size.
This dad's need to just want to impress his kid so bad that he's like, it's going to be worth it.
You guys,
it's going to be worth it.
You're going to love it.
It's funny. I feel like back in the day, it used to be don't even take a photo of it. People thought that was too dangerous, but now we've moved to the point where we're like, well, you have to film it. But
how are you
going to
post it on this guy's snake
we get that.
Facebook page?
How am I going to post it on
look,
Instagram?
photos we accept now.
Get my face really close to it.
No.
That's story number 2, my
There
friend.
you go. Story 2 down.
If it was a human in a snake outfit, that never would have happened.
Never.
The Chinese
Or
have
maybe
it
even a
figured
worse
out.
bite.
I can see it, dude. Snakes should
He's
not
eating all
have
my
2
food.
legs.
I slept with
My
my
kids
wife.
think the guy in the snake outfit is cooler than me. Dear Abby.
We love the snake, Dad.
I love it.
All right, give us a little taste of what we're gonna.
A little potato chip chicanery. I want to
Chip cannery.
Chip cannery.
Tail is
It's one of
old
my
as
favorite
time.
words.
Yeah.
A little potato chip cannery. All right.
Yeah.
On the other side, we'll find out how you can go see Daniel live and all the stuff he's got going on, and his movie and all that great stuff. It's Dumb People Town with Chad and JT as our guest. We'll be right back.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Before we get out of here and before we do the final story, a little chip cannery. Daniel, tell us how people can see you and check you out.
Wine Club is out right now. You can check that out go to Apple TV. You can also follow at Wine Club on Instagram, where you can get a chance to come to the screening, the LA premiere on the 17th. So go see my movie.
January,
it's pretty great.
right?
17th of January.
Excellent.
Correct. The 21st, I'll be doing shows at SF Sketchfest, Movie Interruption, stand-up, and then our live pen pals, Rory Scovel and I will be doing our podcast there.
Great.
And just other places I'm going. You can go to danielvankirk.com. I'll be in DC. I'll be in Des Moines. I will be in Cedar Rapids. I'll be in Green Lake, Wisconsin.
They loved you in Cleveland. You'll be back there, I'm sure.
Oh my God, I
they
love
loved
those
you
guys.
there. Those
Sam,
guys,
man,
the best.
Yeah, Hilarities is the best club. All right, so anyway, danielvankirk.com.
I love it. All right, Jade, last story. Let's get into it.
This is sent in by Carlene McDermott at She Carlene.
Unbelievable sender in of stories.
There's the headline. Couple left with trust issues after opening Walker's crisp packet.
Wait, say it again.
Couple left with, quote, trust issues after opening Walker's crisp packet.
So Walker's is the brand.
Crisps
not like
are
a day
potato
Walker.
chips
Crisps
in
are
England.
potato chips.
So
He
this is-
knows. He lived in Australia.
So they left with trust issues after they opened the bag.
Here we go.
Of chips.
A pair of snack lovers have been left in shock after opening a packet of crisps, potato chips in England. Naomi Mulumbala
Love
and
that
her
name,
partner Ralph.
That's all they said.
That's all they said.
Like so much information
he's
about
either got
Naomi.
the
There's
same
a huge
last name.
imbalance in their names.
Right?
Right? That doesn't feel right.
That may actually foreshadow the imbalance in the relationship itself.
Yeah, it's already wrong. They're already poorly.
It's all about
they're already
Naomi
poorly matched.
Mulumbala. So
Ralph Mulumbala. It was like for 1 year, like the best sixth man in the NBA.
Ralph Mulumbala.
Yeah.
He was all elbows.
Remember when he like
Lane.
scored 18 on Ralph Sampson? All right, here we go. Ralph has been settling down to watch some. She and Ralph and her partner Ralph had been settling down to watch something on Netflix. Why do they have to tell us?
Why do we have to know?
In the news
They're
article.
watching TV. We
They're
don't have
lying
to know they're
to
watching
us.
Netflix.
What were you watching? Netflix. All right, we're putting that. No, were we watching Netflix? We're putting Netflix.
What was the documentary about that love cult? Is that on Max? Anyway.
Something on Netflix in their South London flat when they fancied a quick bag of crisps. The how old account manager? How old is this woman?
Oh,
36.
Naomi?
36.
Is this the girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is she?
This is Naomi Mulumbada?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mulumbala.
Oh, Mulumbala? She gotta be 33.
Yeah, Mulumbada's in her 30s. 35.
Jeff was like, oh, Mulumbala.
Oh, it changes things.
You talking Mulumbala?
Oh,
She's a legend.
Oh,
yeah.
Mulumbala, yeah.
We're not talking about Naomi Clark, who's obviously 24.
Wait, we're talking about Mulumbala here. Mulumbala is definitely 41.
Dude, that's
Get
way
your
more.
answers in. She is 29 years old.
Oh!
She's an account manager, and she was bemused when they found these two mystery crisp packets. IT engineer Ralph, how old is this cat?
Okay, so he's IT. They're definitely working at the same company. They're having a relationship that the company does not know about.
She's 29. How old is Ralph?
Yeah.
22.
22. Robbing the cradle.
He's an innocent.
He is innocent.
22. She's 9?
Yeah.
34.
Dude,
What do you think?
Ralph, 27.
I'm gonna say 41 again.
41. All right. IT engineer Ralph, 31 years old.
Okay, 2 years old. This is
Right
appropriate, age appropriate.
Yeah, it's all
Had
fun.
just been down to their local Tesco Express. I'm assuming that's a gas station.
Yeah, we've talked about Tesco.
To pick up a 6-pack.
We had the guy who got the barcode of his
It's not
Tesco
an
Saver
it's a
card tattooed on his
supermarket.
arm.
Tesco
He was in there so much he would just have him scan his arm.
scan
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
All right. Pick up a 6-pack of Walker's Prawn Cocktail Crisps.
See,
So
it's
shrimp
like
cocktail
Shrimp
chips.
cocktail chips.
Chips?
They're either
Is there real
horrible
shrimp
or
in there? Or is it just shrimp
unreal.
flavored?
You get
Shrimp
that dust,
flavoring?
dude. You get that shrimp
dust. Y'all have that shrimp
I'll
dust?
eat it.
All right.
I would try
I'll
it.
eat it.
100% would try
I kind of want to try it.
want
When
it
the
so
pair began to tuck in, they discovered that one bag was full of air and the other just had one crisp in it.
Whoa.
So a
They
full
might have won some sort of competition without
that's what
realizing. Some sort of contest.
Is this like
You
for
then
like
get
shrimp
to-
Willy Wonka?
Yeah,
Remember
like
the,
you get
remember
to
the
take
gray
over the
Skittles?
factory?
Do you guys remember
Yeah.
the gray Skittles?
Yeah.
I'd be like, we won something.
Babe,
here.
we're not.
The gray skills are a thing?
Yeah, there was a gray Skittle thing like in the 90s.
If you got a gray Skittle, what'd you get?
It's like you needed a gray Skittle and then like some other deal, and then you could like send in, I don't know, you'd win
Dan,
a whole bunch
is
of
it-
shit
Share
ton of
Willy
money.
Wonka
Isn't
thing?
Gray Skittle what killed all those people on Game of Thrones?
Scale. So
scale.
close
I'm
though.
sorry.
So a lot of people do that. A lot of people
crazy.
do that.
People always jokingly complain about the crisp and air ratio in Walker's packets. So why are you buying them?
Right.
Yeah.
People are always
I
like
got a
joking
huge
that-
problem. They put too much air in these.
And there are
things.
definitely some potato chip manufacturers that put a lot of air in there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
To make the
there's
bag
a blue,
seem
there's
bigger.
like a quinoa, like blue corn tortilla chip that they sell at Gelson's here.
Yeah.
The bag is completely clear, and I respect it because
Because
you,
you're like,
you look at
you
it
know
and
what
you're
you're
like,
getting.
messing around.
This is
Six
this is
chips in there.
60% full, and I know exactly what I'm
You know
buying.
what you're getting.
Yeah, there's no lie here.
Honest brokers.
Snyder's mini pretzels, unsalted pretzels.
Sure.
I think they put too many pretzels in there. It's almost all the way to the top. There's no like
Dude.
distance in air at the top. You open it and you're like,
wish they were more
you're
like
up in my
Walkers.
business pretzels.
Too
Stop.
much
You're in my
density.
face.
Yeah,
It's like when
it's
a
like a brick of
bartender.
sand.
It's like I always started to avoid this when I bartended. It's like when a bartender gives you a drink that you're like, oh, I need to drink some of this on the bar, like like an alcoholic dog.
Mouth down.
Yeah, because you're like, if I pick this up, it's just gonna be just like a blood trail of me turning around to go to the.
But like to me,
I literally will bend down and I'll just like, all right, I'm gonna
So the
drink
diff-
some of this real quick.
this is how drunk
people
you
do
are.
a beer
then.
too.
If this tells you how drunk the person is who is trying to drink it out of the cup without picking it up.
Yeah.
Do you do it with your hands behind your back like you're bobbing for,
For sure, yeah.
apples?
Well, you're
or
super
two
drunk,
hands
and when you
on
get done, you go ta-da.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
no.
Or you scoop.
Scoop with your hand. Scoop with your hand and drink it that way.
or wash it over your face.
You treat it like a water well.
I got it. No, my thing is when I go to a bar and a bartender, without asking me, is like, I made it extra strong for you. And I'm like,
Sometimes you don't want
I didn't want it
want it
strong.
strong.
Yeah, you're projecting.
Yeah,
I
dude.
want the alcohol.
You wanted it extra
Yeah, you
strong.
wanted
Because a lot
strong.
of times that balance of whatever the mix is or whatever is right. Like that makes it
So
taste
on
great.
the bartender code, have either of you guys ever a bartender?
No.
No.
So the bartender code,
Did it
we
for a
never
long
were,
time.
but
9
you were.
years, yeah.
Dan, you did it. But like the bartender code is like everyone's an alcoholic, all right?
And
So
everyone wants more.
Everyone wants more. So just keep pouring it, and that's
or
my
if you don't
gift
like
to you.
them. Yeah.
Right.
Or if you don't like him, you're like,
Dude,
"Yeah."
Dan, I think a high noon is a little strong.
Oh, I love a good
So
high
please
noon,
don't
dude.
give
I'll
me
take a
more alcohol.
nooner.
Yeah.
Fucking-
All damn day.
Oh my god, I love
They
a good
should
Jay
nooner.
sponsor
wish it was
podcast.
high 9 a.m.
I
Yes.
get mad when I walk in. They're like, "We do White Claws." I'm like, "Cool, you guys are selling $7 cans of malt liquor." Like,
That's essentially
Dude,
it.
that's true. I when I was started drinking White Claws, I was like, yeah, it's good for you. It's seltzer.
yeah,
Seltzer. Just getting hydrated.
It's
Yeah.
just old English. It's just malt fucking liquor. That's
Yeah.
why they can sell it at gas stations.
I know.
COVID, I'd wake
Anyway,
up. Oh.
high noon. We'd love to have you. You know what, White Claw? I'll change everything I
We'll
said
do it.
if you want to join.
Sponsor
it, too.
us.
Fight for us. Between the two of you, I'd like to see you fight to the death.
Yeah.
And see who
Yeah,
sponsors
high
them.
noon. And
I'm going noon, dude.
If I can air in grievance too, I think kettle chips has too much air.
too much
Too
air
much
in a
air.
kettle chip.
Yeah.
Thank you for having the guts to say
Yeah.
that.
Thank you for having the
Put your
courage.
name on it, dude. That's
Yeah.
huge.
Right?
But I do. If you want to sponsor,
Chad and JT.
no, if you want to sponsor Dumb People Down too.
Go
No,
for
ours.
it.
Joint podcast sponsorship. Could be a tri-partnership.
Right. All right. So this is what she said, Mumbala. We had Netflix on, and whilst Ralph went to get us a snack, that's how you
Whilst.
Yeah.
he started shouting my name, saying, "I won't believe this." He started shaking the bag, and There was
like screaming for her,
Shouting for her.
like that kitchen scene in Sixth Sense where all the cupboards are open.
Yeah,
He's like freaking out. There's a poltergeist.
right.
Get in here.
You gotta see that. You won't believe this.
Oh, there was one.
By the way,
Kristen
you
in.
won't believe this is like there's a dead mouse in
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean?
sure.
You won't believe this is like
One crisp. Like, calm down. How is this in the newspaper?
I'm with them. This is like the last like.
He's had it.
It's just it's Michael Douglas falling down. This is the thing that
Yeah.
sets me off. I'm just like I've been betrayed by life enough. Now I'm on the warpath.
how dare
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, stop serving
There's
breakfast.
nothing but
Yeah, I'm
air.
just done. It's just air.
It is.
It's all
so
just air.
This would be in the buildup of Michael Douglas.
By the way,
falling down.
and this movie, if it starred Michael Douglas as Ralph, would be called Nothing But Air. Nothing but air.
Wow.
So I started filming. We saw one singular crisp in there. We were in stitches. Then we got to the second packet. It was just air.
But you didn't pick it up and go, man, this feels like
This
nothing.
feels
or
light.
I'm
No, he
hearing
got
a
a
one
Right.
single
He-
rattling.
He bought
That's
the
on the buyer.
6-pack.
A little
which is-
bit, right?
No, he bought the 6-pack. So it was
Oh, that's
probably
right. Yeah,
encased in
okay.
plastic. He just picked it up, and
Good
he doesn't
defense.
know
Good
how
defense.
it.
Good defense.
So, and the truth of the
Objection
matter is,
overruled.
you definitely want to bring the they opened it up and there was no bag. So now you can't go back there and be like there was nothing in here.
I just went
Yeah.
through this. I bought a thing off of eBay, and something told me, I'm like, video yourself
opening it up.
this.
That's right.
And I did, and it was broke. And I'm like, hey, I mean,
Wow.
what do you like? They had written like their name or like a thank you deal, and I'm like, this is unwritten. Like you can't have opened. I couldn't have opened it already.
Wow.
So thank I did because
This thing, the Tesco's Express or whatever, I mean,
Yeah.
your Trader Joe's, whatever.
Yeah.
So it pays to be nice to everyone and be cool
Can't
to
hurt.
people so that they know you at the thing so that you can come back and be like, yo, man, I get stuff here all the time.
Mm-hmm.
This was completely empty. And if they're good and cool, they'll be like, just grab
Take it.
another one, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to like be a narc, but were Mullen-Bato and Ralph like a bit Stony baloneyed when all this went down?
Yeah.
Good
Dude,
on you.
dude.
Dude, they could have been so
Like this
hot.
sounds like
they were
a
watching
super.
the Squid Game reality show.
Oh, dude, there's no chips, and then like this.
You ate those 5 minutes ago.
What?
That lines up too with his reaction of like,
You're not gonna
we got to go
believe
back
this.
downstairs to the Tesco.
This is a problem.
In my world, they live above the Tesco.
They live right above it.
There's only one
You're not
staircase
going all the way
to a
back
solution.
there. You're
Yeah.
not going all the way back there. It's straight down.
The couple love a packet of crisps as a snack, but this incident has left them with some issues with walkers. Ralph said, the next day I picked up a bag of Quavers. I wasn't risking it again. Is there a more British name for chips?
Yeah, what's going on with the chip game over in England?
It was mayonnaise flavored.
Got a bag of olives.
Yeah.
It's a bag of, I mean, a bag of chips with mayonnaise like in it that you could like just peel back and just
Dude, that sounds
dip
nice.
in.
Delicious.
I love mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise on fries?
Ooh.
What are we? What
I
are
love
we in
mayonnaise on
Belgium?
on everything. Dude, I was thinking too. Yeah, I thought they had trust issues
With
because
each other.
Well, yeah, I thought Ralph. She was like,
And
"Did
Naomi.
you go on a date, eat the chips with your date, and then seal it back
Seal
up?"
it. He made it so much worse.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
She's like, who else are you dating that
Yeah,
you're
maybe
eating
Ralph just
Walker's
walked in
crisps?
there, fucking housed all these,
Yeah.
and then was like, "You're not gonna believe this."
Been duped again.
So like the trust issues should be between
Between the two of them.
Yeah, they're coming from inside
like
They
the
didn't
flat.
discover it together.
he didn't videotape himself opening up, or record himself opening up.
Ralph doesn't even have a last name.
No.
Yeah.
Jesus. This
How are
guy-
you trusting a guy with no last name?
He's a man of mystery.
Malambada.
Malambada.
It's left me with its trust issues with my favorite flavor of crisp.
All right.
When I picked up the bag of air, I was over it. It had gone too far. Walker's was
It had gone too far.
Too far.
Guys, they tried to push me before, but now they've
I'm
crossed the
past
line.
my limit. I've gone too far. Walker's was approached for a comment, but are yet to respond.
I love it.
What does Walker's have
keep
to
your
hide?
mouth shut, Walkers.
Yep.
Blame them.
We will never. The first rule about these crisps is we will
We will never
speak.
talk
No,
about
never
We'll
contribute
never
to
speak.
it.
We will never have a statement recorded
Well,
on
the
the
fact
record.
that this got reported,
Yeah.
just the smallest inconvenience of your life, you never think like, well, I'm gonna go talk to Dallas.
Let's
Reigns
talk
about
to
this.
the authorities.
Well, no.
This article was written, and then
KCRW.
the reporter was called into the editor's office and was like, "You know why I called you here?" I'm like, "No,
No.
It's an article about the crisp." Okay, what's the problem? what were they watching on TV?
I never asked.
Does it matter?
Yeah.
Or get on the phone and call them.
Or
They
he comes in and they're like,
Netflix.
"There's nothing in this article," and he's like, "Exactly, that's the point. I was
Isn't
trying
that
to show you
frustrating?
how frustrating it is to open something up and have nothing be there."
Yeah.
There you go. There
Love
it is.
that.
That's it.
Great show, friends. Oh, go ahead, brother.
Oh, I commend Ralph for sticking with them for that long though.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, this wasn't the first time.
Did
Yeah.
the couple that files a claim against Walker's chips together stays
Quaver.
together?
Oh, yeah.
Stays together.
And then
man.
every time he walks into that Tesco, he's going to see their
their
stuff right there. And he'll see other people buying it.
Don't
You know,
do
he's
it.
going to be like, "Don't do
Yeah,
it."
it's a knife in his heart every
He'll
day.
be that guy.
Actually,
I
Don't buy
wouldn't-
that bag.
I wouldn't do
I
that.
wouldn't do that.
I saw a video of him opening it too. Blimey!
For sure.
Again. Anyway, all right, you guys, that is the show. That's what we do. It's Dumb People Town. Follow Chad and JT. Listen to their podcast. It's on this network. Go see them live whenever they do. Daniel, see Daniel live, and come see
you
us
guys.
live. And oh shit, guys, we gotta get back to work.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.